Hey, welcome back to Pharmacy English, Medicines, Dosages, and Advice. I'm Emily, and I'm here with my co-host, Zach. Today we're stepping into a real pharmacy and practicing natural conversations that help you get the right medicine.
Hi everyone, I'm Zach. Quick story. I once bought cough syrup before a meeting and didn't notice the word non-drowsy. I felt sleepy halfway through the call and learned my lesson the uncomfortable way.
That word, drowsy, just means sleepy or tired. Two other helpful words today: dosage, which is how much you take, and label, the printed information on the box or bottle that keeps you safe.
Exactly. We'll focus on three things: describing symptoms clearly, asking about dosage and timing, and understanding labels and warnings. By the end, you'll feel calm, prepared, and confident speaking with a pharmacist.
In a new city last summer, I had a headache and went to a small pharmacy. I asked for something gentle, and the pharmacist guided me, but I realized I needed better words to describe my pain.
What helped you most in that moment?
I slowed down and explained where it hurt and how long. I said, "It started this morning on the left side." Then I asked, "Do I need a prescription or is it over the counter?" Over the counter means no doctor's note is required.
Nice. And prescription is the paper or digital order from a doctor. Sometimes the pharmacist will ask about allergies or other medicines you take, so having those details ready saves time and keeps you safe.
If you like learning through real conversations like this, tap follow or subscribe now. It tells us to make more practical episodes, and it helps other listeners find the show when they need clear help.
Plus, you'll never miss the moment where I accidentally drink nighttime syrup before a morning meeting again. Kidding. But we do drop tips you can use the same day.
All right, let's step up to the counter together. Take a breath, picture the pharmacy, and imagine the friendly pharmacist in front of you. Next, we'll describe symptoms clearly so you get exactly what you need. All right, let's get specific about symptoms. Think of it like a small map: where it hurts, how long it's been happening, how strong it is, and what makes it better or worse. When I picture the pharmacy counter, I focus on those 4 points, then speak slowly and clearly.
Last winter, after a long flight, I had a sore, scratchy throat and thought it was just dry air. At the pharmacy, I said, "I have a sore throat since yesterday evening. No fever, swallowing hurts, about 5 out of 10 pain." Scratchy just means rough and irritated, like sandpaper in your throat. That simple detail helped the pharmacist choose lozenges and a gentle spray.
That reminds me of a stomach problem I had on a road trip. I told the pharmacist, "My stomach cramps started this morning. The pain comes and goes." Cramps are tight wave-like pain. I almost said stabbing, which sounds sharp and sudden. Two different words, two different pictures. So the advice changes. Because I said cramps, she recommended something mild and told me to drink warm water first.
When I'm not sure what to say, I use a simple order. I usually say, "I have, since, it gets worse when, I've tried tea, I have no allergies." It's short, but it covers the important parts. And if they need more, they'll ask follow-up questions.
Speaking of details, age matters too. I once went in for my nephew. I said, "He's 6 years old, has a runny nose and a light fever since last night." Runny nose just means watery mucus. Because I shared his age and symptoms together, the pharmacist checked the children's section and reminded me to watch his temperature over the next day.
Quick note on coughs, because this helps a lot. I told a pharmacist, it's a dry cough, no mucus. Dry means no phlegm. A wet cough means there is mucus. When I said dry, he pointed me to a soothing syrup, not an expectorant. One word changed the choice and saved me time.
If finding words is hard, use simple tools. I point to the exact spot or show a short note on my phone with the start time and pain level. I've also taken a photo of a label I used before. And I start with a polite opener. Hi, I need something for a cough. Then add the clear details.
Quick recap. Say where it hurts, how long, how strong, what makes it better or worse, and what you already tried. Add allergies, and if it's for a child, add age. That picture helps the pharmacist keep you safe and choose something that truly fits your situation.
You're doing great. Take a breath, speak slowly, and let the details do the work. Next up, we'll move from symptoms to the big question at the counter. How much to take and when to take it. Dosage and timing. Let's move from symptoms to the next step at the counter. Dosage, timing, and measuring. This is where tiny details really matter. A small number on a label can change how you feel later, so let's make those numbers clear and simple.
I once mixed up a label on cough syrup. It said 2 teaspoons, but I grabbed a big kitchen spoon and took 2 tablespoons. Way too much. I felt dizzy and had to call the pharmacist. Since then, I always check the unit first.
Quick meaning check. A teaspoon is about 5 milliliters. A tablespoon is about 15 milliliters. Big difference. I keep a small measuring spoon in my bag, and if the bottle comes with a cup or syringe, I use that instead of a random spoon at home.
A pharmacist once handed me a little dosing cup and said, use the line at 10 milliliters. For kids, they showed a plastic syringe, no needle, just for liquid medicine, so I could pull the right amount. Seeing it made me confident I was measuring correctly.
Timing can be confusing. Every 8 hours is not the same as 3 times a day. Every 8 hours means equal gaps, like 6 a.m., 2 p.m., 10 p.m. 3 times a day can mean morning, afternoon, evening, more flexible but still spaced out.
Speaking of timing, I once took pain relief on an empty stomach. The label said, take with food, and I ignored it. Bad idea. Hello, nausea. Now I ask, does with food mean a full meal? Usually a small snack is enough, like toast or yogurt.
What do you do if a label says every 6 hours, but you sleep at night?
I ask the pharmacist to help me plan a schedule. For example, 7 a.m., 1 p.m., 7 p.m., and then I ask if I can skip the 1 a.m. dose. Sometimes they say it's okay to space it differently. The key is staying within the maximum daily dose on the label.
Good point. Maximum daily dose means the most you can safely take in 24 hours. I also check for the words as needed versus regularly. If it's as needed, I only take it when the symptom appears, like a headache, without going over the maximum.
2 more useful phrases the pharmacist taught me. Before meals means about 30 minutes before eating. After meals means around 30 minutes after. And if a label says with plenty of water, I drink a full glass, not a tiny sip.
Quick recap so far. Measure with the right tool, cup, syringe, or measuring spoon. Check units like milliliters and teaspoon, and follow the timing words carefully. If the schedule doesn't fit your day, ask the pharmacist to adjust it safely.
Another tiny language tip. Dose is one amount you take now. Dosage is the full plan, how much and how often. Knowing that helped me ask better questions and avoid repeating a dose by mistake.
Set reminders on your phone. Keep the measuring tool next to the bottle and read the label before the first dose, never in the middle of the night when you're sleepy. You'll feel much more in control at the counter and at home.
Up next, let's dig a little deeper into labels, warnings, and side effects, so every line on that package actually makes sense when you need it most.
Let's dig into the box and bottle labels. When I'm in a pharmacy aisle, I flip the package and look for 4 things: the active ingredient, the directions, the warnings, and the side effects. Those sections guide every choice.
I once forgot to check the active ingredient and took 2 cold medicines with the same one. Double dose. Yikes. The pharmacist said, active ingredient is the main chemical that treats your symptom. If 2 products share it, you might take too much.
My quick scan routine is simple. First, the bold headings. Second, the small print. I shine my phone light, check the expiry date, and storage. Expiry date means the last safe date. Storage might say, store below 25 degrees Celsius, or keep away from sunlight.
What trips me up is non-drowsy versus may cause drowsiness. I mixed those up before a long drive and felt heavy-eyed the whole way. Not fun.
Non-drowsy means it shouldn't make you sleepy. May cause drowsiness means it could make you sleepy. So avoid driving or operating machinery. If I see that line, I plan to take it at night or when I'm home.
Another line I watch for is interactions. That word means medicines can affect each other. Some labels warn about alcohol or mixing with other pain relievers or cold remedies. If I'm not sure, I hold the box and ask the pharmacist right away.
Labels also mention special situations: pregnancy, breastfeeding, high blood pressure, liver or kidney problems, or allergies like aspirin sensitivity. When it says, ask a doctor or pharmacist, I take that seriously and get a quick check before buying.
Side effects have 2 types in my head, common and serious. I once had dry mouth from allergy tablets, annoying but mild. I drank more water and was fine. Serious signs, like trouble breathing or rash, mean stop and get medical help fast.
If I'm unsure, I snap a photo of the label and walk to the counter. I ask 1 or 2 clear questions. Is this safe with my allergy? Can I take it with my vitamins? Focused questions get clear answers.
Quick recap. Check the active ingredient, the directions and maximum daily amount, the warnings and interactions, the side effects, the expiry date, and storage. I also notice symbols like a child-proof cap and simple notes like shake well before use.
Tiny vocabulary boost. Active ingredient is the main helpful part. Expiry date is the last safe day. Drowsy means sleepy. Interactions are how 2 medicines affect each other. And the leaflet is the folded paper inside. Keep it for later.
With those lines in your mind, labels stop feeling scary. They're a guide. Up next, we'll take those facts to the counter and use polite, simple requests in a short, real-life dialogue.
Let's take this to the counter and do a quick role play. I'll be the pharmacist for a minute, and you'll be the customer, Zach. Keep it simple, polite, and clear.
Sounds good. Hello, I'm looking for something for a dry cough. It started 2 days ago, no fever. Could I get a non-drowsy option? I need to drive later.
Sure. Any allergies? Are you taking other medicines right now? And how often are you coughing? Mostly at night or all day?
No allergies, and I'm not taking anything else. The cough is worse at night. Would you recommend syrup or lozenges? Also, is honey okay with this?
For night cough, a soothing syrup is helpful. Here's a non-drowsy one. The directions say 2 teaspoons every 6 hours, and drink warm water or honey tea if you like. If your throat gets irritated, lozenges can help in the daytime.
Could you show me how much 2 teaspoons is? And would you mind writing the time so I don't forget?
Of course. 2 teaspoons equals 10 milliliters. Use the dosing cup to the 10 milliliter line. All right, 7 a.m., 1 p.m., 7 p.m. Quick note, dose is 1 amount. Dosage is the whole plan for the day.
Short pause to recap. Those polite starters worked well. I'm looking for, could I get, would you recommend, and would you mind? They open the door, then the clear details guide the advice.
Let's switch scenes. New role play. You're buying for a child. I'll stay the pharmacist. Ready?
Hi, I need something for my niece. She's 6 years old, runny nose, and a light fever since last night. Could you recommend a child-friendly option and check the maximum daily dose?
Thanks for the age. Very helpful. Any allergies, and what's her weight? I suggest this children's syrup. Use the oral syringe to measure 5 milliliters every 8 hours. Shake well, keep it out of reach of children, and watch your temperature. Would you like me to circle the instructions on the box?
Yes, please circle them. Also, do you have a generic version? Generic means the same medicine but at a lower price, right?
Exactly. Same active ingredient, usually cheaper. I'll check interactions quickly. No problems with common vitamins. If symptoms last more than 2 days, see a doctor. I'll print a small label with the times, too.
Another tiny recap. Polite opener, clear details, 1 or 2 direct questions. Ask to write the schedule, circle key lines, and confirm the active ingredient so you don't double up.
And keep those friendly phrases handy. Could you show me? Would you mind? Is there a non-drowsy option? And could you check the maximum daily dose? They make the talk smooth and calm.
You've got the rhythm now. Clear request, short details, quick check. Up next, we'll wrap things up with final advice and a simple checklist you can take to any pharmacy.
Before we say goodbye, let's tie everything together. Today was about feeling calm at the counter. Describe your symptoms clearly, confirm the dosage and timing, and read the label so the medicine actually helps you.
One last lesson from me. I once saw as needed and took doses too close together. The pharmacist reminded me the maximum daily dose is the ceiling. Never cross it, even if symptoms are annoying.
Quick checklist for your pocket. 1. Where it hurts and how long. 2. Any allergies or other medicines. 3. Ask about dose, timing, and maximum in 24 hours. 4. Check warnings, interactions, and side effects. 5. Note the expiry date and storage.
Use the right tool to measure. Cup, measuring spoon, or an oral syringe for liquids. Dose is one amount. Dosage is the full plan. I set phone reminders so I don't double dose during a busy day.
If the label says, with food, I eat a small snack, toast or yogurt. Before meals is roughly 30 minutes before. After meals is about 30 minutes after. And if the schedule doesn't fit, I ask the pharmacist to help me map it.
Look for non-drowsy versus may cause drowsiness. If it may make you sleepy, avoid driving. And for coughs, say if it's dry or wet. Dry means no mucus, wet means mucus. That one word changes the advice.
Buying for a child? Share age, weight if you know it, and any allergies. I ask the pharmacist to circle the instructions and show me the 5 milliliter line on the syringe. Tiny steps that prevent big mistakes.
Storage matters. Keep medicine away from sunlight and heat, and check the childproof cap. I also snap a photo of the label and ask if there's a lower-cost generic with the same active ingredient.
Quick recap. Clear symptoms, safe dosing, careful reading, smart questions. Speak slowly, breathe, and give yourself credit for communicating your health needs. That's real progress.
When I'm unsure at the counter, I start with, "Hi, I need something for," and then add the key details. Simple, polite, and it opens the door to helpful guidance.
Thanks for spending time with us today. If this episode helped, follow or subscribe, and share it with a friend who might need pharmacy English on a busy day.
Take care out there. Read the label before the first dose, and we'll see you next time with more real-life conversations that keep you healthy and confident.